What is up, YouTube? This is your boy back again. E equals MCU. We gotta go in between the lines here. Your boy Tom Holland is out there talking in the news again, so we gotta cover this. Here's a couple things that he said. We're gonna go over both of these things, so let's dive into this. Shows here, Tom Holland. This is as of today. It says Spider-Man 3. Tom Holland says Sony had a really wonderful idea to transition Spidey out of the MCU. Tom Holland has talked more about Spider-Man remaining in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but reveals that Sony Pictures had some ideas about how the wall crawler was going to leave that shared world. When Disney and Sony Pictures had a falling out over money, reportedly, it looked like Spider-Man was going to have to leave the Marvel Cinematic Universe and rejoin the Spideyverse that characters like Venom and Morbius, the Living Vampire, call home. However, actor Tom Holland has now revealed that Sony had a plan for bringing the web slinger into a non-Marvel Studios controlled world. The future of Spider-Man was still very bright with Sony, and we had a really wonderful idea how we could sort of transition into a Spider-Man without the MCU, and Tom Rothman and Amy Pascal were really confident that they were going to do justice and make a film of the caliber that Spider-Man requires. But that said, I'm really glad to be back in the MCU to have the team back together, because I kind of feel like it's where he belongs. I'm really grateful that Bob Iger and Tom Rothman allowed me to be a part of the process of bringing him home. It was pretty cool experience. Also, the best bragging rights ever, saying I saved Spider-Man. Holland also confirmed that the next Spider-Man movie starts shooting in July, so it shouldn't be too long until we get some casting news and finally learn who the threequel's lead villain will be. Interesting, Holland went on to say that he would love to swing into WandaVision as Peter Parker. Paul and Elizabeth are like two of the nicest people I know, and I would love to work with them some more and get to know them a little bit better. So if I could put Spider-Man in the WandaVision series, that would be great. Kevin Feige, so if you want to do that, you know my number. He goes on in a different interview to give some more information here about what he was talking about with Sony and what the plans are for this movie. But I have to say that I guess I know when the Spider-Man thing happened, Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen, did seem concerned for him. Seemed like they did have a relationship. Probably haven't worked together too much, as they all were in Infinity War, but I don't think they really had any scenes together. So there's that part of it, but I guess that'd be kind of cool, especially going to do a multiverse thing for Spider-Man. But just in relations to this article and what Tom Holland is saying, to me, this is all PR. I bet Sony had a really wonderful idea. Listen, people, it doesn't matter what Sony thought they were going to do. If Spider-Man would have came out of the MCU, they could have had the greatest movie ever, and it was going to flop because the fans were going to be pissed, me included. I think the whole Spider-Man deal, there's a lot that we don't know, so there's a lot of speculation and a lot of talk, but a lot of people want to paint Disney as the bad guy because Disney wants money. You damn right Disney wants their 30% or 25% of the movies, because Sony is building this Spider-Man off of the back of the MCU. If you're Disney, why would you let another studio use your characters' names and build off of what you've taken so long to build, a $1 billion franchise, and just let them get breadcrumbs off of it whenever they want for free? People don't understand, if you're gonna make movies and it's gonna be adjacent, or you wanted to make people think that it's in our universe, then yeah, you damn skippy, I want 25%, and you're lucky that's the only thing I'm asking for. Because if I'm Disney, I would have went 50, or maybe even just, hey, let me buy back the rights. I think the arrangement is a good thing because, like I said, Sony can make 2 movies a year, 3 movies a year of different characters that we wouldn't have gotten if they were in the MCU, because they have enough characters to worry about. So that part of it's good, and the fact that they are sharing the arrangement together, I think that's the best case scenario for all parties involved. But yeah, Tom Holland is funny for this. He's gonna spill some beans at some point here. The other article does state that he knows everything about the upcoming 3rd movie. It goes on to say Spider-Man star Tom Holland has become known for spilling details about upcoming Marvel movies during interviews, but it looks like the Avengers Endgame actor has learned when to sidestep a question. Goes on to say, we still know very little about the Marvel and Sony plans for the 3rd Spider-Man movie, but star Tom Holland was recently filled in. Of course, he knows better than to share any details. The British actor has built something of a reputation for spoiling or hinting at plot details during interviews, but while speaking with Hey You Guys on the red carpet of the new Pixar movie Onward, he managed to refrain from spilling any beans. However, Holland did reveal that he had his pitch meeting with the studios a couple of weeks ago and now knows everything about the follow-up to the Spider-Man Far From Home movie. The interviewer does attempt to get a reaction by name-dropping the Sinister Six, but to no avail. Tom Holland didn't bite. I know everything. I had my pitch meeting with Marvel and Sony about 2 weeks ago, and I know all the secrets, but I've also done about 1,000 interviews, so I know how not to spoil any movies anymore. We didn't even learn the title of Far From Home until June of 2018, so we likely will have to wait a while to get some official details on the 3rd Spider-Man movie, which starts production in July. In the meantime, let us know what you hope to see of the movie in the comments, and check out the rankings of the Spider-Man movies below. So there is a link here on this article for Hey You Guys, where he did interview them, and he says he knows everything that's going on. It's good. He should. And I assume he's not going to be able to keep a lid on all of that. He's going to let some of it spill out. So we'll probably be getting information from Tom Holland over the next couple of months. But I am excited. I don't know who the villain will be. Probably Kraven the Hunter, if I had to put my money on it. And then we probably will get a Sinister Six there soon after. But, I like what they're doing. Keep building the world. Let's get another trilogy of movies going. Let's get Black Cat in there. Let's get Iceman. Let's get the Amazing Friends going. Let's get a Fantastic Four crossover. Let's get Dr. Octavius back. Let's get it. Like, come on. I'm ready for this. But I mean, obviously I'm excited, but I want to know if you guys are excited. So let me know down in the comments section how you feel about Tom Holland knowing all of the details about the Spider-Man movie and saying that Sony had plans for getting him out of the MCU. Wah, wah, wah.